Hey guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Sassy. Now, normally I would have a sidekick with me, but today I'm gonna go fly solo.
I'm here. I'm sidekicking. We're doing both.
Yeah, so today we're gonna be making a chicken surprise. And so our ingredients includes chicken, broccoli pieces, cheese, and some seasoning with chicken broth and cream of chicken. Now to get all these ingredients together, we have everything laid out for you guys. So we're gonna get started and stay tuned so we can see how this comes out.
To wash your hands before you start anytime you're cooking.
Yep, that's very important.
Okay, Gerard is spicing the chicken right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some seasoning into the chicken so it's not too bland. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Spices? I'm using seasoning salt, onion powder, and then I'm going to use a little bit of black pepper, not too much. So, yeah.
And how much for each?
I'm just going to eyeball it.
Approximately. Let the viewers know. Maybe it's a recipe.
Maybe 2 teaspoons. I don't.
A tablespoon?
To your liking.
Yeah, some people like more spices in their chicken. Yeah. Some people don't like as much spice.
We're going to get started now to get into our chicken surprise. So firstly, we need 2.5 cups of chicken broth. So it's going to pour that in there. So this 1 cup.
So 2.5 cups of chicken broth?
Yeah, 2.5 cups of chicken broth. That's going to give us our chicken flavor. Now, when you're doing this, you don't necessarily have to use chicken. You can actually use beef. You can use shrimp. You can use any meat that you have inside your freezer. If you have it, you can use it.
So Gerard and I both just discovered that we open a can a different way.
So this is the way that I do it.
This is the way that most people do it. Every time I open a can, people look at me funny. But, so I open it like this, but I put it on the side. So I would open off, I would like turn it this way and take off this whole ring would come off as well. But doing it this way is better if you need to drain it, but doing it the other way is easier so that the cap doesn't like fall in. But anyway.
So after you already got your chicken broth in, we're going to do 3 cups of cream of chicken. All right, and we're going to put that into our pan as well. Put that into the mixture and let that sit. Don't do anything with it, just leave it right there for right now. Alright, so we're going to now add our seasoning to our mixture. So we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper to it. I'll use the other side, easier that way.
You can kind of stick the spoon in there.
You can actually do that too,
yeah.
So I'm going to do that quickly.
We don't want to start sneezing all over the place.
So we have that in. Then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I love this stuff, man. I really love onion powder. And then finally, we're going to put some seasoning salt in it, and that's going to be 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. After you get all the seasonings in here, we're going to mix that together, and then we're going to come back and see how it turns out. that mixture in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 3 cups of chopped broccoli inside our mixture. And so we have our broccoli here. And we're just going to add some broccoli into this as well, okay?
So we're scooping in the broccoli now.
And they don't have to be cut precisely. They just have to be cut them in. You can cut them in half and just make them a little bit smaller so they could be spread evenly throughout the dish. We take our spatula again and we mix all of the broccoli around with the seasoning and everything that's inside our pan right now.
Hello, Derek. Would you like to add anything?
That looks really yummy.
Yeah, it does look really yummy. It smells good too.
And then we're going to mix that all up together as well.
Ooh. That sound. Squish, squish. Okay, apparently the only part that's left is putting in the chicken. I wanted to help, but I'm not going to put the chicken in. So I'm just here for support. Go ahead.
Okay,
what's
so
the
what we're
last
going to
step?
do now is we're going to put in 8 pieces of chicken on top of all of this mixture, right? So you can place it anywhere you want to. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't have to use chicken. You can use beef. You can use whatever you have. At home, you could even do a veggie one and use the veggie chicken broth. And so you can do that. It's whatever you have. Chicken, beef, pork, whatever you have. It's all about what you have inside of your kitchen.
Excited to try this, Derek?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yes.
So we've already preheated our oven to 400 degrees. But yeah, we're gonna pop in the food.
So we're gonna put the mixture into the oven right now, but we're gonna let this be in the oven for 50 minutes on 450 degrees. And once it's been in there for 50 minutes, we're gonna take it out, add some cheese to the top of it, and then put it back in for another 5. And then our chicken surprise should be done.
Yeah, so when you do this, you want to make sure that there's a dimple on the thermometer, and you want to make sure that that's inserted all the way into the chicken. And we're going to check a couple of them to make sure that they're all cooked all the way through.
So since our chicken is already cooked, we already checked the temperature. So right now I'm going to put some some cheese on top of the chicken.
Chicken on the chicken.
Put some cheese on top of the chicken and let it bake for another 5 minutes. Take it out and then your food is done.
Ooh, exciting. So
With
it's
this-
gonna be real cheesy. Sorry, what?
No, with this step, it doesn't matter how much cheese you put on top of it. It just depends on what do you want. I'm a cheese lover, so I would put a lot on top of mine, but it all depends on you with this part of the recipe, so just go for it.
Yeah. Have fun. Sprinkle it on.